Right, let's make perfect mashed potato. Peel them, wash them, rinse them, cover them in cold water, bring them up to the boil, let them simmer until it's nice and soft, and then we dry them out. Now, there's the spuds coming up to a nice steam. Do not overboil them. They turn to mush and they don't cook in the inside, so they get all soft on the outside and not cooked through in the middle. Just a gentle little simmer like that until they're soft. Perfect. And you will notice here, that's a big knob of butter and about 200 mils of cream, and I shall show you how to make the perfect mash once they are ready, back in 2 seconds. Well, they are now perfectly ready to drain. Actually, I can do it now. I can do it all in one hand. And my little strainer in the sink. Can't see much there now, can you? While we're waiting for that steam to clear, look, you're all saying, what in the name of God did he do? Hang on now. There we are, see, look, never mind. What did he do with all those chickens he roasted? Look, there they are, cut in half. When I was showing you how to do the turkey. Cut in half with a little bit of dollop of gravy there. That'll go into the freezer. We're going to let them steam dry. Back over. I'm going to put that on the heat there and turn it off. That's just going to melt our butter. Just give it a little bit of a head start for the mashed potato. And look, there's the last turkey stroke chicken. Look at those legs. Perfect. 3 chickens cooked to perfection. And look, there's even the little wishbone. Who wants to make a wish of me? Anyway, steam. Let those potatoes steam. Dry. Let that butter melt into the cream. And I'm going to finish off the perfect mashed potato. Right, we have done all the hard work for our mashed potato. This is one of the sides. Do I freeze mashed potato? No. Do I make it the day before? Yes. When I've showed you how to make it, what do? Plastic tub when the turkey is out resting and the veg is all nearly ready. 1.5 minute microwave, mixy, mixy, mixy. 1.5 minute microwave, mixy, mixy, mixy. Where's my little dish? I don't know where it is. Take it out of the plastic tub, put it into one of my little kind of terracotta, or whatever you call those kind of nice little dishes, or whatever dish you want to serve it in. And leave it in the oven so that it stays nice and warm for the last few minutes with another dollop of butter on top. It takes out all the stress. So we're going to have everything done. What we're doing on Christmas Day is we're cooking the turkey. Pretty much everything else, we're reheating. Like the veg, the sides, even the ham. We're going to have the ham cooked from the day before, and then we're going to reheat it in an unbelievable, beautiful cider when we put on our glaze. Anyway, enough shite. Let's get back to what have we got going on here. Remember I said my cream and my butter just to get it started. Remember, that's enough mashed potato for 6 people. So season for 6 people. You go, that's a lot of salt. That's for 6 of us. And it's a flaked rock salt. It's not the shite that's left on the ground in the salt caves when they pick up the dust, your table salt. Use the flaked rock salt. Okay, cracked black pepper. Classically, my chef will be giving out to me. When I say my chef will be my father. You use white black pepper so that it doesn't show up in the mashed potato. But I like the black pepper, so I kind of just improvise a little bit on the classicness. And actually, I don't think I've ever used white pepper since probably 1980, give or take. Now, a little bit of aromat. I know I said, you know, I don't use it in a huge amount of cooking, but it just makes a difference. At Christmas, it's fantastic. And here is the trick. I'm going to explain to you. Why are you seasoning your butter and your cream? Why don't you just put your mash and then season? Nutmeg. Whole nutmeg, not the ready ground shit. Okay, get the fresh nutmeg and the little grater. You don't need to buy any of these microplanes. That little thing is perfect. Microplane costs an absolute freaking fortune. So just grate. I'm talking about, it depends on how big the nutmeg is, but I'm putting in a fair whack, about, sure you can see, you can count, look how many times, go slow-mo, you'll count how many times I'm doing it. But the smell of fresh nutmeg is just amazing, and it is stunning in mashed potato. Beautiful, beautiful. Why? Up to me. Why am I seasoning my butter and my cream? Well, again, because everything makes frickin' sense when you listen to me. If I put in my potato and mash it, and then throw in my nutmeg, and then throw in my pepper, and then throw in my salt, it all goes into, sticks to one big spot, and no matter how much I stir and mix and mix and mix, I have seasoned one part of the potato. This way, I am seasoning the cream and the butter. And if I have to add in a little bit more cream at the end of it, I will. I don't like cream. Can I use milk? Yes, I'm dairy intolerant. Well, then don't put in anything. There's like again, just think about it. Would I put in any kind of dairy substitute, cream or butter into that? No. Just, it's your fault if, it's your fault, guys go, "Oh, I'm allergic to it." You know what I mean? If you don't want to eat your dairy and your cream, well then, like, go have your whatever, your potato-free mashed potato, whatever it is you guys have, your meat-free meatballs, all that kind of shit. I'm here to show you how to cook. Right, here we have, actually back up to me, I want to show you this. Back up to me, you'd swear I had a cameraman there, it's me moving the freaking thing. Potato ricer, 2 weeks of Christmas, if you don't have one, get one. It is the greatest, silkiest, softest, most beautiful mashed potato you will ever have. If you don't have one of them, just use your old-fashioned masher, but I do. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to do 1 or 2 potatoes to give you the idea. And then I will come back when they're all done. So pick up 1 or 2 potatoes, put it into your ricer, like so. I'll do it small. Close over your lid. Look at this. These are simple things. Close over your lid, close over your thing, and push through. You see? I'll put it sideways. Beautiful. This is why you get perfect lumpy-free mash every time. I'll do 1 more for you. See? Potato in, close over the lid. They're about 20 quid. I don't know how much. You get them in any good cooking shop. If you can, buy them in an actual shop. Because at the rate we're going to have no freaking shops left on the high street anymore because of Amazon, all that shite. Anyway, look, push. Look, I'm not even putting any much pressure. Get the kids to do this. Christmas, I knew I had a point to make. I'll put that out of here for a sec. Christmas is all about, for me, it's all about the family. Okay? It's all about getting everybody involved, having the family around, the loved ones. If you're into going to the church and all that kind of stuff, belt away. If you're not, doesn't matter. For me, Christmas is having about everybody around the table, having the crack, having the laugh. So if you can teach the kids how to cook, mine couldn't be arsed looking at me because they take it for granted. Like the sea is right outside my back garden. I don't go into it because it's there. So why should they need to learn how to cook when I hand them everything? But I have them all on YouTube. They will eventually watch them with their grandkids and go, "Your granddad was great." I'll be too fucking late. I'll be gone. But anyway, I'm going to mince all those mash into that and I'll take it back and I'll show you from there. 6.5 minutes of me talking shit. Jesus Christ. I better hurry up. Now, that's them all minced or riced, as they say. Where's my spoon? Where is my... Jeez, oh my God. Where the hell is my freaking wooden spoon? Oh, I don't know where it is. Anyway, okay. Where the fuck did I put that? Don't know. Right, now we mixy. And as I said, I do not freeze the mashed potato. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, I just keep forgetting. When I was taking the potatoes out of the kind of sieve when they were drying, I just picked them up in my hand. I keep forgetting you guys mightn't be able to take the heat as much as I can. So just be careful. They're obviously, you can see the steam. They're obviously hot. Look at this. That's actually doing my head in where the hell my wooden spoon is. Anyway, I'm a dope. There we go. Look at that. Simple. Come together in perfect time. As always, taste everything. You're always saying to me, "Why don't you taste it yourself?" Because I know it tastes freaking good. I'm hardly going to do a little tasty like this and go, "Oh, Jay, is this fucking rotten?" Of course I'm going to say it's amazing, but it actually is amazing. The nutmeg is what makes it. So let's just say, I don't make this fresh, by the way. I'm like I'm telling you what to do. Make it the day before. Look at this creamy mash. I put it in. It's come out of my plastic tub from the microwave. I heated it up. I put it into my dish like so. You get the idea. That goes in. Look at that, for fuck's sake. Look at that. Jesus Christ, I swear I knew what I was doing. That goes into the oven with a dollop of butter right on the top. And everything, all the sides, the only thing I put on the plate is the turkey, ham, stuffing, and the gravy. All the sides are served in little dishes like this, all around the table, and everybody helps himself. Why? Well, it's nice for them all to be able to help themselves, but most importantly, it's because when you do it the way I'm telling you to do it, everything is done. Everything is done. I take the turkey, just so we know, I take the turkey out of the oven, I put it on the counter to rest, I put my ham into glaze. I organize my mash, my veg, my mushy peas, whatever the hell it is, microwave, finish it off in the oven for the last 2-3 minutes, microwave, finish it, carve my turkey, carve my ham, turn off the oven, call everyone out to the table, put down their plates, potatoes, veg, mushy peas, sprouts, whatever. That's why we do it. Simple. Anyway, there we go. Beautiful mashed potato. Absolute perfection. And it will be for you as long as you copy everything I say and do. You enjoying them? By the way, if you like what I'm doing, buy a loved one a voucher for the restaurant. Buy yourself a voucher for the restaurant. You know, nice little Christmas present. Now you know how to do half your Christmas dinner. There's more coming. Let me know. Anything else you want to see? Let me know. Look, I fucking found my wooden spoon. No wonder I couldn't find the shagging thing.